Hello, I have Orono's The Way Life Should Be from the first shipment of this beer ever to the Boston area. I guess we're now going to get Orono around here, which is great. They're from Orono, Maine. I've mostly just had their tubular IPA. It's kind of like their flagship, and I like it quite a bit. And this one's just another IPA. They're both advertised as being triple dry hopped, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's triple the amount of your average IPA. It just means that they add it in 3 different times. A lot of breweries have different processes for dry hopping, you know. It's really if you just have a brewery where they're usually only dry hopping once, and then they might advertise something as double dry hop, so that means that they're adding maybe twice as much, but they might also just be splitting up that amount. So like saying that amount, it tells you about the process, not necessarily the amount of hops. Though they do say massive amounts of Galaxy, Mosaic, Citra, Eldorado, and Vic Secret. So they hit kind of the biggest hops of America and Australia in this beer. It's only 6% alcohol, and it uses Maine grown grains. I don't know if it's all or just some. Don't know what other grains are in here. But it was canned only 10 days ago. So very fresh. I wish I'd been able to try more of Orono's beers and some of their like double IPAs. They've done some really good stuff, but just haven't always been able to get it when I go up to Maine. That looks pretty good. Can see the shadow of my finger through there, so not murky really, but quite hazy. Looks pretty standard, quite pale, but looks like a lot of hazy IPAs, I'd say. Head is okay. Not super thick and rich. There's a little bit of a yeasty doughy thing with a little bit of a lemon limey Sprite quality in there, a little bit of candy-ish notes. Some sweet tropical stuff like papaya maybe. They don't mention tasting notes on there. Yeah, the yeast is throwing off sort of a sweet bread quality. But with all those hops in there, it's got a pretty complex smell. But definitely on the sweet tropical and candy ester sort of side of things. I'm not getting much dankness yet. When you really inhale, it's got some pretty nice peachy, pineapple-y stuff happening too. Head to dining down. Oh, it's drier and more peppery than you might think. Definitely getting a spicy wallop from those Australian hops. Got a little bit of that Galaxy menthol greenness. Very intense flavor. It is extremely fresh. And more bitter than you would think from the smell. It gets very grapefruity. Juicy grapefruit for sure. Maybe a little bit dank. Pretty good sized mouthfeel, not ultra soft, but substantial, sort of grainy feel. Oh wow, that's got some bitterness to it. Well, there is still enough sweetness to handle the resinous wallop. Drinkable, but now it's just overtaken my face with hoppiness. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty intense beer. One of the more intense 6% hazies that is just like a standard beer, not super special version or something. And especially for how it's not ultra murky. It might in some ways remind me a little bit of like some Toppling Goliath. And I'm getting like Jolly Rancher candies now, maybe. Not green apple or sour apple, but just lots of fruity, hard candy things happening. Strawberry, cherry, maybe even berry notes in there. But it's definitely green and bitter. And big on the bitter citrus now in the flavor, which is nice because I was worried it was going to be a little bit too sweet at first from the aroma. But this is what happens with a lot of these beers. And the yeast is definitely not too prominent in the flavor. It's not a bubblegum experience. If it is, it's a grassy weed grapefruit bubblegum flavor that's happening. In the Boston area, this is not too expensive. If you want really intense, complex, hit in the face with hops from a really fresh IPA, go with this one. This one is, maybe it's sort of in between Toppling Goliath and like Fiddlehead IPA, regular Fiddlehead IPA, which is only 6.2 but has a good amount of bitterness, wallopsy with it, but they use more old-fashioned hops. Not all these ones. These are all like new school sexy hops, but they're doing it in a way that pulls a lot of complexity and a lot of stuff from it. I like it a lot. I mean, maybe it could have a little bit more smooth, silky, body to it. But it's really nice. I give it maybe a 4.25. Honestly, it's damn good. I'll probably be picking up their other beers that have arrived, like Tubular, but I've had Tubular before. That's pretty good too. That's it.